Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Andy, and this is my girlfriend Emily, and we're from Birmingham.
Couple number two.
Hello, I'm Anthony, it's my daughter Daisy, and we are from Beckenham in London.
Couple number three.
Hello, I'm Michael, this is Angela, and my partner, and we're from Bexhill-on-Sea.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Rosie, this is my mum Jenny, and we're from Oxford.
And these are today's contestants. There you are. Thank you all very much indeed. A very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He never left an apple for his teacher. He planted her an orchard. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello there.
Hello.
They seem a nice bunch today, don't they?
I think they do seem nice.
And we know some of them already.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael and Angela, we know very well, except it's their third show.
It's their
third and final show. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed you can get all the way through this time. Last chance. And Anthony and Daisy, welcome back as well. Second show. Both pairs have been in a head-to-head, though. Anthony and Daisy on the head-to-head on the last show. So both very good pairs. Welcome, podiums 1 and 4, though. How lovely to have you here. Nice show today. A little bit of lower culture than higher culture, the first 2 rounds.
I love it when we do that. I love that.
I wouldn't say low culture and high culture, but lower, higher. We get very classy in round 2.
There we go. Now, Matt and Kyle got through to the final last time, failed to win the jackpot, which means we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at a clappable £2,000. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, remember, it's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated, so just keep them as low as you possibly can. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category today is pop music. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns Rolling Stone magazine's 100 greatest debut singles. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you the names of 7 debut singles. You just need to tell us whose debut singles they were, please. They all appeared on that list as well. 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, so 14 debut singles to have a go at.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our first board of debut singles, and here they are. Love Me Do, 1962. Anarchy in the UK, 1976. Planet Earth, 1981. Fast Car, 1988. Baby One More Time, 1999. Through the Wire, 2004. And What Makes You Beautiful, 2011. Emily, you are most welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself, Emily.
So I'm Emily. I am a project manager in the NHS.
And when not managing projects, what do you do?
I'm a Aston Villa season ticket holder. And I'm generally quite into sports and watching all kinds of sports. So.
Into your sports. OK, Emily, how do you like the debut singles? Do you follow music? Are you a keen listener?
Although this looks a bit more difficult. Maybe a couple that I know. But, yeah. I think I'm going to go for the bottom, One Direction.
One Direction for What Makes You Beautiful. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Emily. It is One Direction. And down that goes to 31. Not bad at all. Gets us off to a solid start.
Well played, Emily. 10 years ago, One Direction.
I know. In terms of that generation, they were the big band.
Yeah.
Already, a measly 31 people out of our 100.
I know, but even at
showbiz.
the time, there wasn't. Anyway, listen.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm suddenly being so mournful about that, but yeah, it's interesting.
You do seem. Is everything OK at home?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
I think so, Rich. I think it's all fine. I mustn't do this because every time when I pretend to cry on the show, even when it's quite obvious me putting it on, it's a headline.
If ever I say anything to you, if I always say, oh, stop crying, it'll be Osman slams Armstrong. Demands he stops crying.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
Armstrong breaks down in tears on Pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Genuinely. So if ever you look up news, you know, if
always
saying you've slammed somebody.
Slammed.
Armstrong slams One Direction. They're nobodies.
Says, yeah.
That's what they'll say.
Yeah, there we go. Just put that out there. Now, Daisy, welcome back. Oh, you were brilliant last time. Right through to the head-to-head. Not just head-to-head, but you were a golden couple, for goodness sake. Remind us all about yourself, Daisy.
So I live in London with my family, and at the minute I work in advertising. But in my free time, I've just taken up Thai kickboxing. So.
Wow. I mean, so it's a great thing to have, great skill to have, but it does involve tiles and doing that,
yeah,
doesn't it?
I'm not quite. No, so it's like kicking and punching. And...
Thai kickboxing, not tile kickboxing.
Oh, I completely misheard. Completely misheard. No, but it is that wonderful thing where they all hold up. I don't know what they are. Maybe panels or something.
I think they do that in some forms of it,
but not in your form.
Not in my form. No.
Or at least not yet. Daisy, what are you going to go for?
I mean, I was going to go for One Direction. So the only other one that I know is Baby One More Time, which is Britney Spears.
Britney Spears, says Daisy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Britney Spears.
Really high.
Britney Spears, absolutely right. Down it goes to 66.
One of the all-time great debut singles, that as well. The video for it, the famous video, was shot in the same high school that Grease was shot in.
Clever. Is it an actual high school?
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, imagine going there.
Imagine going there.
Quite cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool indeed. Thank you. Now then, Michael, welcome back. What we do know is you're a medicine delivery man.
Yes.
You're taking stuff straight from the pharmacy to people's doors, which in itself I think is a wonderful service.
Thank you.
Tell us more about yourself, Michael.
Yes, I'm also a big Liverpool fan. I've met Kenny Dalglish, the king of the cop. And I couldn't want any better than that.
When did you meet him?
I was about 8, 9 years old. He was opening up a supermarket in Edinburgh, and he signed a big, massive poster, which I've now no longer got, unfortunately. But
and you were a Liverpool fan even then?
Yes.
Was Kenny Dalglish why you were a Liverpool fan?
Well, just the colour. I love the colour, you know. Love Liverpool now, and I never will stop.
Very good indeed. Michael, contestant, breaks down over Liverpool. There was a catch in your throat there. Yeah, catch in
Michael
your throat.
breaks down over losing childhood poster. Dalglish refusing to re-sign.
Dalglish, a monster, says... you didn't say that. He didn't say that.
And I never would.
No. So, Michael, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go with Fast Car and Tracy Chapman.
Tracy Chapman, says Michael. Very good indeed. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that for Fast Car. It's right. 66 the high score, 31 the low. You pass the high score, 45 for Tracy Chapman.
Some good songs on this list, aren't there?
Very good songs.
Yeah, that peaked at number 5. Actually peaked at number 4 a few years later as well, but first time out. You'd think that would have been a number 1, wouldn't you?
You would have hoped.
Yeah.
An embarrassment of riches back in those days.
It endures.
It endures.
Yeah.
It does. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Rosie, welcome. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself, Rosie.
I'm Rosie and I'm a university student.
What are you studying?
French and Spanish.
French and Spanish. What year are you in?
Second year.
Second year.
Le deuxième.
Oh, nice.
Année deuxième, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oui, c'est ça?
Ah, you see?
Yeah.
I don't know what he's saying, but it's like magic. I imagine the two of you can speak peace unto each other. Fantastic. Rosie, what are your interests outside your languages?
I love music. I sing in a chapel choir at university, and I also really like water sports, so rowing and sailing, water skiing, things like that.
Soprano, mezzo-soprano, alto?
Soprano.
Soprano.
Yeah.
Very good indeed. Can I ask which chapel?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Very good indeed. Lovely. OK, now, Rosie, this is your board. Do you want to go through it, fill in those 4 blanks?
I would. I was really hoping to go for One Direction because I was obsessed with them as a 12-year-old.
Oh, she remembers. She remembers, you see.
Someone remembers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first concert I ever went to was One Direction with Mum in about 2012.
Wow, your mum supported One Direction. That's amazing.
Jenny, did you enjoy it?
Can I pass on that one?
That's all. That's the answer I wanted.
Jenny slams One Direction.
Rosie, what are you going to go for?
So the only other one that I know on there is Love Me Do, which is the Beatles.
The Beatles, says Rosie, for Love Me Do. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Beatles. 52. Not bad at all. 52 for the Beatles.
Well played. That peaked at number 17. Now, I suspect, I know you'll know two of these. So Anarchy in the UK.
Sex Pistols.
Sex Pistols, absolutely. It would have scored 45. Planet Earth.
Duran Duran.
Duran Duran. Yes, that was scored 17. And Through the Wire. It's one of those people, he's incredibly annoying, but his music is annoyingly brilliant.
Oh, I can think of a few people that could apply to, but yeah.
Kanye West.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you're completely
It's
right.
distressing
It is
how
brilliant,
brilliant his music is. 9 points for Kanye West. Very well done if you said that at home.
We are halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. The best score of the past was actually yours, Emily. Very well done indeed. Going for that little-known act, little-remembered act, One Direction. Then we travel up from 31 to 45, where we find Michael and Angela. Then up from there to 52, where we find Jenny and Rosie. Then 66, Daisy and Anthony. This can all change in the second pass. And in Anthony's hands, I think I'm confident. I'm very confident that it might. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Shall we put 7 more debut singles up on the board? 7 more. Here they are. Arnold Lane, 1967. Wuthering Heights, 1978. West End Girls, 1985. Supersonic, 1994. Mbop, 1997. Pond de Replay, 2005. And Old Town Road, 2019. There we are. Now then, Jenny, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Jenny.
I'm a medieval historian. I know absolutely nothing about pop music, so I'm loving this round.
Oh, good. Good. Yes. I mean, do you specialise within the medieval?
Yes, I look at late medieval, sort of beginning of the Tudors.
I see, but British... Yes.
End of Henry VII, beginning of Henry VIII.
Henry VII.5, I would call that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just so.
Excellent. And what are your interests outside medieval history?
Well, I sing, like Rosie. I sing in Christchurch. And I like to play real tennis.
Do you?
At Merton.
Now, how many places are there that you can play real tennis?
In the UK, there are 26.
Oh, I see.
But there are quite a lot worldwide.
Very good indeed. Lovely. Now, Jenny, there you are, on 52. Even at this early stage, if you could score 13 or less, you'd be through to the next round. But good luck is all I shall say for now.
Oh, thank you. It's wasted, I'm afraid. I don't recognise any of the songs except Wuthering Heights, and I have a vague recollection. So I have to think of a group that were around then. So I'm thinking Pink Floyd.
OK, Pink Floyd, says Jenny for Wuthering Heights. There is a red line for you. Here it comes. Let's see what happens when we say Pink Floyd. Yeah. I'm afraid an incorrect answer. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 152. But the round is not over yet, Jenny.
Yeah, sorry, Jenny, I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thank you very much. Richard, Angela, welcome back for your third and final go at that pointless jackpot. Remind us all about yourself, Angela.
I work in a pharmacy and the same one as Michael.
Did you meet over the pharmacy counter?
No, we met on a blind date, actually.
Arranged by the pharmacy?
No.
Was it anything to do with the pharmacy that brought you together?
Nothing to do with it.
Oh, OK.
No. That was 19 years ago, and we've only recently started pharmacy.
Oh, I see. So one of you led the other into the pharmacy?
Yes,
the pharmacy. Good. Oh, good. There we are.
I led him on.
You led him on. So, Michael, what was your line of work before the pharmacy?
I worked in Edinburgh Zoo. I went from a cleaner to right up to supervising weddings and corporate events. And
between the animals?
No.
How lovely.
That's nice.
Like a penguin and a camel getting married.
And a meerkat.
It was a polar bear and a camel.
Some meerkats carrying
lovely.
the train.
Opposites attract, don't they?
That's nice. Angela, there you are, on 45. You are through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score. What are you going to go for?
I will go for Mbop, which is, I think, Hanson.
Hanson, says Angela, for Mbop. Hard to say that without sounding ridiculous, but there we are. No red line, you're already through. It's a good answer, 35. Takes your total up to a lovely round 80.
Well played, Angela. Nicely done. That's another great song. That's one of those songs. I've got playlists of just music which puts you in a cheerful mood. Mbop is a great one.
Yeah. Did they have back. I mean, there must have been follow-up singles. I don't really
Yeah,
remember
they had a number
much
of follow-up
from that.
singles, and especially in the States, but nothing as big as Mbop.
OK, now then, Anthony, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Anthony.
I am semi-retired from advertising business. I actually launched the largest ethnic business in media business. I observed a few years ago, and now I spend my time working on houses, working with the family, and I help out at charity.
So then, Anthony, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for West End Girls, and believe that's Pet Shop Boys.
Pet Shop Boys, West End Girls. Here is your red line. Let's see if you get below that with Pet Shop Boys. You do. 44 is what that scores you. Takes your total up to a lovely 110.
Well played, Anthony. Yeah, The Guardian recently did their best UK #1 singles of all time, and West End Girls was #1 on that list.
It's a great song. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Andy, welcome. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
So yeah, I'm Andy. I work in Aston University in the Careers and Placements team in Birmingham.
And what are your interests, Andy? What do you like to get up to?
I'm also a big football fan and football player.
Do you go together when you play?
No, actually, but we did go once to an Arsenal versus Aston Villa game because there was a talk by David Dean, the then chairman of Arsenal, and he offered us free tickets for that weekend's game.
And you couldn't really say no. Listen, you are through to the next round. Doesn't matter what you score, which is great. That board's empty-ish. Do you want to talk us through it?
The earlier ones, I'm not too sure on. I do know the middle one is Oasis. Ponder Replay is Rihanna, I think. And Old Town Road, the name escapes me. I know the song, but I can't remember the artist. But I'll go with Supersonic, Oasis.
Supersonic, Oasis, says Andy. No red line, you're already through. How many people said Supersonic? It's right. And down it goes to 25. Very well done indeed. 56, your total.
Well played, everyone. Let's start at the bottom and fill these in, shall we? Old Town Road, which is that incredibly catchy, so catchy. There's a Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X.
Would have scored 16 points. Ponder Replay, you're quite right, was Rihanna. That would have scored you 31. Now, Jenny, Wuthering Heights was not
Kate
Pink
Bush.
Floyd. It was Kate Bush, and would have scored you 55. I wonder if you can give me a guess, though, as to whose debut single Arnold Lane was.
No.
It was Pink Floyd.
Oh, was it?
It was Pink Floyd, I'm afraid, yeah. And that would have scored you 9 points, the best answer on the board. So that's a special subcategory of pointless of getting a wrong answer that was correct for another of the questions.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, at the end of our first round, we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and I'm so sorry. On the high score of 152, Jenny and Rosie, it's you we say goodbye to. We'll see you next time, and we'll look forward to that very much indeed. But meanwhile, thank you very much indeed, Jenny and Rosie. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Very well done, everybody. We made it through round 1. And in fact, Andy and Emily, you were our lowest combined score as well. So very good indeed. Well done. Not bad on your very first appearance on the show. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is literature. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Shakespeare plays containing at least one of the letters I, N or K in their titles. Richard.
Yep, we're looking for anything listed under Shakespeare's plays on the RSC website, please, which has an I, an N or a K anywhere in its title.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Emily.
Shakespeare's not my thing, though, and in the top of my head, I can only think of one that's got none of them in. So I think I'm going to go for Midsummer Night's Dream.
OK, Midsummer Night's Dream, says Emily. Let's see how many of our 100 people go with that. It is right. Down it goes to 39. Not bad. 39, Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah, 2 I's and an N in Midsummer Night's Dream.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Daisy.
I've got absolutely no idea. I'm going to go with King Lear
King Lear, says Daisy. Let's see how many of our 100 people said King Lear. Well, 39 was what A Midsummer Night's Dream scored. King Lear beats that. Down he goes to 33. Not bad. Not bad at all.
And that starts with those 3 letters.
Oh,
K-I-N-N. How about that's amazing?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means for the score. Whether maybe we treble it. I don't know.
But yeah, it's a very good point.
Yeah.
Thank you. Angela.
Not my favourite subject, really, Shakespeare, but I can think of one that's got quite a few of those letters, which is As You Like It.
As You Like It, says Angela. Let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Angela. As You Like It. It's right. 39 is the high score, 33 is the low. You passed the high, you passed the low. Oh, look at that, Angela. 7 down to 8. Amazing.
Yeah, 2 I's and a K in As You Like It. That's the home of the All the World's a Stage speech, the 7 Ages of Man.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores before we come back down the line. Very well done indeed, Angela. Angela and Michael looking pretty strong at this point. Then up to 33, where we find Daisy and Anthony. Then up to 39, where we find Emily and Andy. A little bit ahead, Andy. You know what you have to do. Good luck. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? There we are, Michael. Oh, you've been beautifully set up by Angela there. We're looking for any Shakespeare play that has one or more of the letters I, N or K.
I think I'm going to spoil all Angela's good work by saying Romeo and Juliet.
Romeo and Juliet. Let's see how many of our 100 went for Romeo and Juliet. There is your red line. Oh, it's looking pretty good, Michael. There we are. Not bad at all. 46 takes your total up to 54.
Yep, 1 I and 1 N. There's a 3,000-line poem written by Arthur Brooke called The Tragical History of Romeus and Juliet. It was about 30 years before Shakespeare wrote Romeo and Juliet.
Basically, Shakespeare read it and went, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, do that, but without the rhymes.
Yeah, I'll keep some of them. Keep a couple of the rhymes. Keep a couple of rhymes. Keep them sweet.
Yeah, beautiful.
Maybe the end of a scene. Have a little rhyming couplet.
Yeah, he loved doing a bit of that, didn't he?
That.
Yeah.
So, okay, having that. Having that. Lovely.
Is that Shakespeare?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's good. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Anthony, we come to you. 33 is your score at the moment. 20 or less gets you into the head-to-head.
Okay, it's not my strong point, but I'm thinking Much Ado About Nothing.
Much Ado About Nothing. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. There is your red line. Very well done indeed. Very well done indeed. 9 for Much Ado About Nothing, taking your total up to 42.
Well played, Anthony. 1 I and 2 N's.
Now, Andy, you have to score 14 or less. 14 or less. How are you feeling about this?
Not too confident.
Okay.
I've got a couple in mind. One,
Okay.
I think I'm going to go with Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar. Oh, I like that. And the I kind of hiding there. Just hiding there. Julius Caesar. Here is your red line. It's low. Can we get below that with Julius Caesar? It's absolutely right. Yep, you've done it. Down it goes to 9. Very, very well done indeed. 48 gets you through.
Very nicely done. Well played there. He's only in 3 scenes in that Julius Caesar, and he gets the whole play named after him.
I know. So if you say to someone, I'm in Julius Caesar. Oh, what part have you got? Julius Caesar. They go, oh, that's amazing.
Mate, how are you learning your lines?
Yeah.
I've only got about 4.
Yeah, got about 4.
Now, shall I tell you some low scorers before we get some pointless
Yes.
answers? Because there's quite a few
Yeah.
pointless answers.
Oh,
You'd have got 3 for
yeah.
All's Well That Ends Well, 3 for Richard II. Oh, you've got some, have you?
Well, yeah, I was going to give you a couple.
I'll give you a couple more 2s.
Okay.
King John and Troilus and Cressida would have scored you 2.
Okay.
Now, go
2
on.
noble kinsmen.
2 noble kinsmen?
Yeah.
Is a pointless answer.
Yes!
Yeah.
Good.
And it's got a K and I in there.
I know, it's got them all in there.
Right at the top of Kinsman.
Oh, I know.
1 point for Cymbeline and Titus Andronicus. And here are your pointless answers, including the 2 noble kinsmen. It's actually the 2 noble kinsmen, so I might not have given you the points.
Oh, yes, good point.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Imagine
right.
if I didn't. Henry the 4th, part 2, Henry the 6th, part 2, Henry the 6th, part 3. Henry VIII, Pericles, and our old friend, the two noble kinsmen. Very well done. The highest scorer was Romeo and Juliet, actually, was the highest scorer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to a pair, Michael and Angela. This is it. This is the end of the pointless road. Oh, I'm sorry. It's been lovely having you here. There we are. Anyway, thank you so much for playing. Michael and Angela. But for the two remaining pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Huge congratulations, Andy and Emily, Anthony and Daisy. You're now one step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,000. There it is. But here's fun. Before we go and play the head-to-head, we could see if we can maybe put some more money into that jackpot by looking for some pointless answers. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of pasta as they could. Richard.
Yep, 6 types of pasta on the board. As always, 2 are pointless answers. No one mentioned them. 2 we made up, though. £250 if you can find one of the pointless ones.
Made up pasta. There we are. OK, so we're looking for the pointless pastas among these 6. We have got gemelli, corbucci, orzo, farfalle, sopracilli, and stelline.
Very nice.
There we are. I mean, who knows?
No, it's good.
No, it's just me pretending. No, Italians will be going, oh,
no, but
listen,
I'm
that's
Italian.
terrible.
I thought it was really good.
Oh, good. Oh, phew. I forget that you're Italian.
Yeah,
I always do.
People do.
Yeah. OK. Andy and Emily, pool your knowledge. Chat together.
What do you guys
It's important.
So I think orzo's a small, like, rice-type shaped bit of pasta.
Farfalle is a little bow ties.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like that one's quite
Yeah, I don't think
popular,
that was
isn't it?
pointless. We thought maybe sporacatizibizibit.
The second bottom one.
Yeah.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, we
Try
thought
that
maybe that.
Have you heard of orzo? No.
No, but I've not heard of.
If you
I've heard
think
of
it's
penne.
pointless, we'll go for
I'm
that.
like fairly certain it's a type of pasta, but
Okay,
I
we'll try
could
one.
definitely be wrong.
We don't lose
It's
anything.
wrong with Amy.
If neither of you 3 have heard of it as well, it might
I've
be
not heard of it
Yeah.
might be a good one to.
Yeah, I think.
OK. I can give you some great advice once you've given me your answers.
Okay.
Oh, it's really annoying. OK, yeah. What are you going to go for?
We're gonna go for orzo.
OK, orzo. Let's see how many people said orzo. Well, it's right. You're completely right. It is a type of pasta. There we are. Yep. Yep. That's the advice I was going to give you, if you understand what I'm saying. Anthony and Daisy, what are you going to go for?
We'll go for
Sopracigli.
Yeah.
Sopracigli.
Yeah.
Oh, please, can that be a pointless pasta? Sopracigli. Let's see. How many people said it? Oh, bad luck, but thank you and well done for doing that, because that's exactly right. If you've even faintly heard of it, by and large, it's going to score points.
Yeah, sopracigli is it's Italian for eyebrows.
Oh.
But
Although that's how they normally name their
That's
pastas,
exactly
right?
how they
That's
normally name
they-
pastas.
That is
Yes,
how they
exactly.
name them, by and large. You're quite right that farfalle would have scored points. And I'll give you the first of the pointless answers, which is gemelli. That is a pointless answer. Small pieces of twisted pasta. Now, of these other 2, we've got a pointless answer and we've got an incorrect answer. What do you reckon?
I don't know.
I'll tell you, one of them is a type of pasta, a star-shaped pasta with a hole in it. The other is a director of spaghetti westerns.
Stellini is because Stella, star, Stellini. It's
Oh,
going to be
yes,
the
I didn't. I shouldn't have given
you
that
forget
clue.
because I'm Italian.
Sí,
yeah.
sí, 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 sí,
Yes,
sí,
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 sí.
sí, 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 sí,
See, I'm Italian, but I speak with a Spanish accent. Sí, 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 sí. There we are.
Sí.
Yeah.
Yep, Stellini, as you say, is the pointless answer, and Corbucci, film director.
Film director.
Spaghetti westerns. Well done if you got those 2 at home.
Oh, well, we didn't find any pointless answers, but boy, did we have fun. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer. So here comes your first question, and it's all about historic ships. Richard.
Yep, 5 pictures now of historic ships which are preserved in the UK. We'll give you alternate letters of their names as well, but what are these ships, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal the historic ships. A. PSMIOTELC. B. MRRS. C. TRII. D. RRSDSOEY. And E. CTYSR. There we are. Now, Andy and Emily, you're our golden couple, so you get to go first.
Do you think it's D is discovery?
OK, Andy and Emily, what are you going to go for?
Based literally on the fact it's the only one we have any clue about, we're going to go with D and discovery.
OK, D, RRS, discovery. Right, Anthony and Daisy, over to you. Do you want to talk us through that board?
So A is something, we think something of the lock, but we can't figure out the M word.
B, we think it's the Mary Rose, so I think we're going to go for Mary Rose. C and E is Cutty-Sark.
But we think that'll be high.
So we're going to go for Mary Rose, I think.
B.
You're going to go for Mary Rose for B. OK, B, Mary Rose. So we have Discovery and Mary Rose. Andy and Emily went for Discovery for D. Let's see how many of our 100 got that. It's right. Down it goes to 31. Very good indeed. Anthony and Daisy, meanwhile, have gone for the Mary Rose for B. Let's see how many of our 100 got that. Mary Rose is right as well. And, oh, it's a higher one than I was expecting. 57 for Mary Rose, which means, well done, Andy and Emily. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Yeah, Cutty-Sark would have lost it for you as well, because Cutty-Sark would have scored you 51. However, if you had worked out what that first word was, you would have won the points.
Made.
Made of the lock. Made of the lock. Well done if you said that at home. That would have scored 9 points, and everyone at home trying to work out what C is. It's very much the hardest one. It's in Newcastle. It's an old steam turbine-powered ship, and it's the Turbinia.
Oh, right, OK, good.
Yeah.
Not one you really
Very well done if you said that. A pointless answer.
There we are. Thank you, Richard. Well, here comes your second question. Anthony and Daisy, you've got to win this one to stay in the game. But you get to answer it first, so it's slightly in your favour. Our second question is all about devils. Richard.
5 clues to facts relating to devils now.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal the 5 clues, and here they come. We've got... The Devil's Punch Bowl is a large, hollow near Hindhead in this English county. A doctor who sells herself to the devil Mephistopheles in a literary work by Goethe. Oscar-nominated actress who played Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada. Country where the marsupial species, the Tasmanian devil, is native. And the Spanish word for devil used to describe a type of wind phenomenon in Northern California. There we are. Anthony and Daisy will go first.
Next word for devil.
What isn't the country where the Tasmanian devil
I'm
is?
thinking El Nino, could be devil, Spanish.
I don't know any of them. We're going to go for the Oscar-nominated actresses Glenn Close.
Glenn Close, say Anthony and Daisy. Andy and Emily, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
I think it was choices.
No, because you were like...
It's lucky we didn't go with that one because we thought that was someone else.
Yeah.
The second to bottom one, I think, is Australia, but I think that'd be quite high. So I think we're going to go with the bottom one, which is Diablo.
Diablo. OK, so we have Glenn Close and we have Diablo. Anthony and Daisy said Glenn Close for the Oscar-nominated actress, Miranda Priestley, Devil Wears Prada. Is it right? How many people said it?
Oh, sheep. No, that's what it.
Oh, no, not Glenn Close playing Miranda Priestley. So, Andy and Emily, it is over to you. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Diablo for the wind in California. It's right. It's all it needed to be. It's a nice-looking score, 18, but all it had to be is right, and it means you have won that point, and after only 2 questions, You're straight through to the final 2-0.
Yeah, very well played into the jackpot round in your first show. You said you thought was a different answer for the Glenn Close one. What would you have gone for?
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep is the answer, yeah. Would have scored you 23 points. The Devil's Punch Bowl is the best answer up there. Do you know that one? I hadn't heard of it.
Oh, I have heard of it. I
I'm
don't
not
know
sure
where
I've
it
heard
is.
of Hindhead.
Yeah, that Hindhead. Is that on the coast, Hindhead? It must be.
No, it sounds like it, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
So
Yeah.
it sounds like Minehead.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
It is in Surrey.
Surrey.
Surrey
That's
is the
nice.
answer. Long way from the coast.
Yeah.
Would have scored you 7 points. Now, Doctor Who sells his soul
I
to the devil.
love that. Faustus.
Faustus or Faust would have scored you 15. And the country is Australia. Absolutely right. The biggest scorer up there with 56.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. This is your second head-to-head in a row. Next time, I think the pointless final has your names all over it. But thank you so much, meanwhile, Anthony and Daisy. Lovely having you on the show. Meanwhile, for Andy and Emily, it is time for the pointless final. Many congratulations, Andy and Emily. You have seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. Now you get a chance to win the pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,000. There it is. Your first and only appearance on Pointless. Phew, straight through to the final, casting off your rivals as you go. This is amazing. Very, very well done indeed. And 2-0 on the head-to-head. Nothing wrong with that at all. We just have to get a pointless answer in this last round that'll allow you to take that lovely £2,000 jackpot home with you. What's going to help you win that? What do you need?
Anything sport-related, probably. Maybe football specifically.
OK. Emily?
I think pretty much the same, to be honest. Maybe like Olympics or maybe Brit Awards type of thing.
We spent a year travelling last year, so we've been to a lot of places. Maybe geography might, depending what it is.
Might help.
OK. Well, very, very best of luck. 4 things for you to choose from. Today's options are authors born in the 19th century, Eagles, Premier League history, classic, Doctor Who. OK. What do you think?
There's definitely only one option, but I'm now nervous that we're going to mess it up. It's got to be Premier League history.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Premier League history.
OK, I hope your knowledge of the Ice Hockey Premier League is up to scratch. Don't panic. No, very best of luck. This is an absolute shoe-in. This is a lovely question for you. We're looking for anyone who has won the Player of the Season award in the Premier League from when it was first awarded up to the end of the 1920 season. Looking for the same for the Manager of the Season award up to 1920. Or we're looking for any player with 400 or more Premier League appearances up to the end of September 2020, please. So Player of the Season, Manager of the Season, and 400 or more appearances. Very best of luck.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot, £2,000, is for just one of those answers to be pointless as well. Are you ready? Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
So I don't think we can pick Gareth Barry. I think he's played for too many clubs.
Yeah. I think when Blackburn won the league, surely Kenny Dalglish was manager of the
Surely,
season.
yeah, I'd go for that
So
one.
I'd go for that one.
Yeah.
Player of the season has got to be... Dennis Bergkamp won it in '98.
I don't think he's played for that many clubs, so I think we stand a chance with it. He's quite old, so...
When Leicester won the league, I'm pretty sure Riyad Mahrez won it, and it could be a good one.
I think that might be a decent one.
But Kante and Mahrez, which is why I think Mahrez won the player's player. Cantona would have won it for United in the 90s, but
Too big.
Too big.
Too big.
Manager of the season could be someone who's come up and done really well, like Dyche.
What about
Klopp would have won it last season, surely.
what about Jimmy? For
For
400?
400
10
appearances,
seconds
you've got
left.
David James, Jimmy Milner,
Let's
Gareth
go for
Barry.
David James.
So David James, Kenny Dalglish and Mahrez. Or
Oh,
Bergkamp.
Beckham. I reckon Beckham.
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. What are you going to give me?
We're going to go with Dennis Bergkamp for Player of the Season,
Dennis Bergkamp,
Kenny Dalglish for Manager of the Season,
Kenny Dalglish,
and David James for player with 400 or more appearances.
and David James. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot, do you think, at a pointless answer?
What do you think?
Kenny Dalglish?
Probably Kenny.
OK, let's
Only
put
if it's
Dalglish
right.
last. Least likely to be pointless?
David James is quite famous as having a lot of caps.
David James, yeah.
David James, and then Dennis Bergkamp goes in the middle. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got David James, Dennis Bergkamp, and Kenny Dalglish. Well, there they are up on the board. Wouldn't it be lovely if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot? What would you like to do with it? £2,000. Andy, I'm going to ask you first.
Probably we learnt to go scuba diving when we went travelling. So we've always said our next holiday should be a diving holiday. So
Where did you learn?
In Malaysia.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. OK, Emily, what about you?
Yeah, definitely that, to be honest.
And where do you think you go next time? Where have you not scuba dived yet?
A lot of people have told us that Egypt's really good. We've been to some amazing places scuba diving, so I think maybe Egypt would be maybe next.
Very nice indeed. Well, very best of luck. 3 good answers. Let's hope one of them is pointless, wins you the jackpot. Your first answer was David James. We're looking for players with 400 or more appearances in this case. You've gone for David James. If he's pointless, he will win you £2,000. How many people said David James? He's right. First thing he had to be. We just have to hope he goes all the way down to 0 and you'll leave with that jackpot of £2,000. Down we go. Through the teens into single figures, still going down with David James, still going down. Look at that, you've done it! Very well done indeed. That is perfect. Look at that. Straight out of the traps. David James, your first answer. Boom, a pointless answer. You are taking home today's jackpot of £2,000.
Very nicely done. That category came up very nicely indeed, didn't it? You put them in a terrible order because Kenny Dalglish would have scored you 2 and Dennis Bergkamp would have scored you 100. So David James.
Dennis Bergkamp.
100?
Let's take a look, shall we, at the answers in the different categories. We'll start with the Player of the Season award. All of these would have won the money. Well done at home if you said Eden Hazard, Patrick Vieira, Peter Schmeichel, Vincent Kompany. You could have had Dwight York, Freddie Ljungberg, Juninho, Kevin Phillips, Nemanja Vidic, or Ruud van Nistelrooy. All of those were pointless answers. Well done if you said any of those. Manager of the Season awards. Alan Pardew at the top of that list for Newcastle United, Antonio Conte for Chelsea, George Burley, the Ipswich manager, was a pointless answer, as was Tony Pulis at Palace. And those are the only pointless answers there. Fergie was the biggest scorer. And players with 400 and more appearances. Loads and loads of pointless answers here. You chose our top pointless answer as well, David James. Well done. Emil Heskey, Gareth Southgate, Sol Campbell. You could have had Andy Cole, Danny Murphy, Aaron Hughes, the Fulham player, late Gary Speed, John O'Shea, Jussi Jaskalainen, which is fun to say, Leighton Baines, Mark Schwarzer, another Fulham player, Michael Carrick, Nicky Butt, Shay Given, Stuart Downing, Teddy Sheringham as well. All of those are pointless answers. Very well done if you said any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. And thanks once again to our winning players, Andy and Emily, who take away today's jackpot of £2,000. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.